So we have a bit of a scenery change here. I decided to sit in my living room here. And today's topic for my videos, or this video, is going to be a little bit more serious. Well, my videos are serious, but I tend to be joking a lot. This video is going to be more serious than usual. It's essentially going to be about mental illness, especially my mental illnesses, because I figured it's a good time to talk about it, especially with school starting up and how I've recently been feeling lately. I don't know if that's better. That's probably better. I can rest my arms on the table. Yeah, my living room is orange, and I got these new comfy chairs. Or my mom got them, but anyway, so I don't know if this is going to end up being several parts, but I know I'll probably make several videos on these topics. And forgive me if I do end up actually crying or whatever. I'm having like a really bad day, or at least a really bad moment. So I felt it was a good time to make a video about mental illnesses. So I guess first off, I'm mentally ill, but I'm not dangerous. Well, it might be a little bit dangerous to myself, but I'm not a dangerous person because I have mental illnesses and because I suffer from mental illnesses. So I guess just to state what I've been diagnosed with, and it's a bit of a list. I'm going back to a psychiatrist actually this November just to get a more updated list, because there are things that my therapist and I have been talking about that I believe I might have, and other friends have brought up stuff that I may or may not have, and I just, I want to be either disprove it or prove it, or maybe find out I have something else. But I currently am diagnosed with major clinical depression, very high social anxiety, very high general anxiety, PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder, and a few learning disabilities in terms of memory, processing speed, and reading comprehension and understanding. And things that I do believe I might have are pretty much borderline personality disorder. I thought maybe autism, because I know it was brought up when I was younger, but we never actually got tested. But my main concern is with the borderline personality disorder. I've talked to friends that have it. In fact, my friends that have it were the ones that brought it up in the first place. They were like, do you have borderline personality disorder? Which is, I normally am probably going to refer to either, in this video I might refer to it as just borderline or BPD. And I was like, maybe I do. I actually have absolutely no idea. But I, looked up the symptoms. I talked to my therapist about it, and she's really certain that I have it, and I'm really certain that I have it. It's essentially a personality disorder. You could Google it, or I might, put something in the description about it. I talk about it in my blog posts about it on my personal blog, which is also in the description. I don't really have I never really have scripts for my videos, so I'm just gonna be rambling about it. But I kind of just want to do videos where I just talk about it. Because there's so many misconceptions. I especially want to talk about it at school, how it's affecting, like, my work, because at least my teachers and my professors at the university that I go to were a little bit negative about me mentioning I had learning disabilities, because they thought it essentially meant, hey, I'm lazy and I want other people to do my work, which is not true at all. just means I need a little bit of extra help, a little bit of extra time, you know, explain things to me because I might not understand it. It might take a lot of explaining or several different people explaining, and sometimes I might still not get it, or, you know, it might click. It has nothing to do with my intelligence. You know, just I sometimes need a little extra help. And I was very scared to actually bring it up to any of my professors because of their reactions, but I got my accommodation letter, and I'm good for that. I think I might split the videos into different topics. I feel like in this one I want to focus most on depression and anxiety, and then, you know, just do other videos talking about different things, because I don't want to make them too long, and I can only upload like a total of like 15 minutes per video, so I don't want to, like, you know, just make, because I could talk about this a lot, and I don't want to get too emotional over it, so I'm going to mostly focus on depression for this one, and anxiety, and then, or, you know, just do a bunch of videos. Obviously, I'll have more trans-related videos as well, but this does sort of go in hand with my transness. But, so, I have depression. I live with depression. I've always lived with depression, and it can be triggered by nothing. It can be triggered by everything. Not everything, but specific things. Sorry, the camera keeps shaking. I have to hold it up because I don't have a stand. And it's really hard because my mom can't necessarily understand it, and a lot of my family doesn't understand it because nobody else in my family that I know of has it. They think you're just sad, you just need to go outside, you need to exercise, you just need to make friends, you need to go out in the sun more, you need to eat healthier, and it's like, that's not that simple. And I've been dealing with suicidal thoughts since I was 12. I think that's when I first really got hit with depression, when I was in like grade 6, 12 years old. And I've been bullied my whole life too, which just made the depression worse, obviously. And it's kind of like, it's numbness, it's not caring at all. I've actually had times where I didn't get out of bed from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I just stayed in bed. Didn't do anything. Didn't get out of bed. Didn't get dressed. Didn't shower. Didn't eat. Didn't do anything. And it was the one day I had to call into work too, because when I tried eating, I got physically sick. And afterwards, when I finished telling them I couldn't come in, saying I was sick, I cried myself back to sleep because I felt so guilty over not going to work, which has to kind of do with the anxiety piece. Because my depression's like, don't do anything. You're going to be numb. You're going to be emotionless. You might just start crying all the time. You won't want to do anything. You're just a sad ball of sadness. And the anxiety's like, okay, no, you have to go, you need to make money. They're gonna think you're a terrible person. They're gonna be suspicious, or they're gonna hate you, or they're gonna know, and they're going to think you're just being lazy, or you just don't want to go into work. Because I've experienced a lot of bad stuff at my work as well, with the depression and the anxiety of people thinking I'm faking it, people thinking it's not real, or that I want special attention because I have this. It was mostly about the learning disabilities and the anxiety piece. Like I said, I don't have a script for this. I'm just rambling on. I might make a lot of these small, silly types of videos. It's like, I don't even know, it's like 11 o'clock at night. It gets dark out. No one's home. Just me. which is when I normally record these videos. Not at night, but when I'm alone. That's the thing about depression, too. It's very isolating. It's very lonely. It takes away your joy from things, because sometimes even with friends, if I'm too depressed, I can't do anything. I have no energy. I'm just sad, like, all the time, and people are like, oh, but you seemed happy, like, 2 hours ago, and it's like, I'm always sad. Low-key, always sad. Even if I'm happy, I'm sad. Things I used to enjoy I'm not enjoying anymore, which makes me sad, or more sad. Drawing doesn't help anymore. Sometimes it does, but it doesn't help, and, just feeling so unmotivated and upset because I'm judging myself so harshly. And it's funny because people think that it's not real, that I'm faking it, that I'll just get over it, and it's a mental illness. It's in my head. It's a sickness, and it's considered a permanent disability by the government. And honestly, I'm not doing this for attention. I'm not depressed because I want to be, or because everyone's depressed, and no. I went through traumatic shit in my life, which has led to this. It's very isolating, very lonely, and it's still affecting me, and it's always going to affect me, and people think it's just as simple as taking a little pill, which is great for some people, but I'm too scared about the side effects where, yeah, sure, it can help you not feel suicidal, but it can give you the motivation to kill yourself. And I already struggle enough with that. I already struggle with not killing myself. In the past year, I've had like 8 or 9 attempts, probably more. Definitely I'm way more planned. And it's like, I want to kill myself, but I feel bad. I'd feel bad. I'd feel bad about leaving the friends that I do have. I'd feel bad about upsetting my family, and I'm also just terrified of what happens after, because I don't know what happens after. Anything could happen. I could just stop existing, and it's terrifying. And despite being a masochist, I don't like severe pain. I don't want to suffer. And I try to tell myself that things will get better, and I try to motivate myself, and sometimes I just don't have the motivation to actually kill myself as much as I want to, or it's not about wanting to, it's about the ideology, it's about the fantasy, it's just about wanting to get out of this world and wanting to not exist for a little bit because things are just too hard and too taxing, and depression sucks. I'm probably going to make a part 2 about depression, or I might do another one about anxiety, but we'll see how that goes. I've been feeling very depressed and very upset about so many things, and I just wanted to make a video talking about these things. So sorry that it's like a huge mess of a video, but thank you for watching if you did, and I'm fine. Well, I'm not fine, but I'll be fine. I'm gonna try to be fine. Bye.